Hello, and welcome to volume 358. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. Doo-doo-doo. Happy anniversary to me. 6 years ago today, at about 5:55 in the morning, I was sitting in a wheelchair at, what is that hospital? It's over in Fountain Valley. Um, Memorial? Well, that's terrible. That's part of the drugs, though. I can blame it on that. So, anyways, I was sitting in a wheelchair. Kelly was pushing me around, and I was just getting ready to go in for the installment of my suprapubic catheter to put it into my bladder so I'd be able to urinate, albeit into a bag, but still be able to urinate since I couldn't drain my bladder. So, as I'm filling the paperwork out and getting ready to get admitted for that, my phone rings, and it's Dr. Bowie, who I love. I'm no longer with, but I love him. Amazing guy. Somebody on his staff, not so much. Him, amazing guy. Yeah, gave me the call. Said, hey, biopsy came back positive. You are a Gleason 9, stage 3, very aggressive, and we're going to get started treating you. So, yeah, bottom of my world fell out 6 years ago today. Don't mind saying, I got real emotional about it. Kelly got real emotional about it. Some huge Hispanic guy in a Raiders jacket got real emotional about it. Man, it was a morning. So, anyways, that started the whole road. That got things going. Man, I am not used to seeing myself. I don't have my contacts in. I'm wearing glasses today. But that got things started 6 years ago. So, through all kinds of treatment, man, Cazadex was the first thing they put me on. Then they put me on Lupron, and then I used Xtandi, 28 treatments of radiation, another oral like Xtandi, but I can't remember the name of it right now. Blanking. Then chemo, and that's where I almost died, was during the chemo treatments. And then I was able to get the abiraterone, I think, was the other one that I was taking. Something just popped into my head. But then I was able to take Keytruda. So I did the Keytruda 3 years ago, February, and I have been in remission since then. Cancer's still in there, but it's taking a nap. And as long as the Lupron keeps it at bay, then things are hunky dory. Kind of. Doing the best I can. I just talked to my buddy Jack from Arizona today, and we're kind of in the same boat, having to deal with ADT treatments. I got to say right now, the worst thing is just the fatigue. It's ridiculous. And it's getting worse. I kind of hoped I would get a handle on it. Now, I will say I put 25 pounds back on. That is not helping. It is definitely not helping. But that being said, for years now, the fatigue has been bad. Unfortunately, it's kind of morphing into losing the desire. And Jack was kind of saying the same thing. So it's not so much that I'm tired, and I am. I'll sleep for 7, 8 hours, wake up, and 3 hours later, I'm ready to take a nap again. It sucks. It really does. But I just, I've been trying to work on my boat literally for 2 weeks. Now, granted, the weather was not cooperating, but there's been days when the weather was okay and I could have been outside working on it, and I just didn't want to. It's like I'm doing tons of Bible study and reading, and so I was using that as excuses not to go outside and do things. Today, though, different story. Got up super early, went to my new not cardiologist, skin person. What do you call a skin person? Dermatologist. So I have to get checked every 6 months now because I'm in a really high risk category for skin cancer. So I got to get checked for that. Also breast cancer and pancreatic cancer, a few other things. So went and met my new dermatologist today, and she is a sweetheart. What a peach. So anyways, she biopsied something on my arm here, burned some stuff off. So you can see like some red spots, burned some things off. But all in all, she said, "Now you're doing okay. Things look good. Just come back every 6 months." So I was happy with that. And then I thought, I'm on a roll. So, just as a side note, but it helped keep my energy up this morning. I almost 99.9% of the time now listen to worship music. I love Christian music. I just, it's nice. It just makes my day go better. And I was a little bummed. They have all different genres. There's country Christian, there's Christian, there's Christian rap, there's Christian hip hop. There's all kinds of cool stuff, and I listen to all of it. I love it all. I just found out a couple days ago there is Christian heavy metal. Testament of Steel is the band I got turned on to. So of course, here comes somebody else saying, "Oh yeah, Striper. You never heard of Striper?" I go, "Well, yeah, but I wasn't a Christian then." So, anyways, listening to that this morning, I'm zipping south on a 605 freeway, and I'm just having a blast. It's thumping. So I get home, like, I'm going to rip this boat apart. I'm going to get out there and get started. So I go over here to get the part from Amazon that I ordered, the little temperature sender to send. I open it up. It's used. Literally, it's used. It's the tape is all messed up on it. It's all scarred where people have used wrenches on it. You can see the corrosion underneath it from where they had it. There's even grease on the thing. So I got to send it back to Amazon, get another one. It's on its way. So I thought, okay, let me move on to the next thing I want to work on, and that's the blower motor. So to get into this boat in the back is ridiculous. There's a little tiny door that opens up. I pulled the entire rear seat out a couple weeks ago. It's sitting out in the backyard, and so I'm able to get one arm through here, one arm around the motor, which accounts for the rest of the Band-Aids that I've got on here because I got crepe paper skin. Oh, drives me nuts. Absolutely drives me nuts. I can brush up hard against some drywall and I'll leave blood. It's like today in the boat. I'm looking right at, where's all the drips coming from? I got blood dripping all over the place. So I'm looking at my arm. So I got one there. I got one there. You know, the bad ones I put Band-Aids on just so I don't have to clean up so much blood later. But anyways, turns out I bought the wrong size blower motor. I have a 4-inch tube and I ordered a 3-inch tube. So back to the drawing board for that. Got to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and try and change out the heat risers and the manifolds on my own. I think I can do it. They're heavy, but I think I can do it. So I'm going to pray about that and see. That, my friends, is probably the biggest problem I have right now is, number one, desire to get stuff done. Number two, the strength to get stuff done. It's really embarrassing to go to pick something up. Went camping a couple weekends ago. Scott and I went out, and I have a electric refrigerator. Instead of taking a cooler with ice, I have an electric refrigerator. I have a Jackery that powers it, and then I have solar panels that power the Jackery. So I went to pick it up, put it in the truck. It can't weigh more than 50 pounds, and I really struggled to get it up there. It is heavy. Never used to think twice about that kind of stuff. So just the loss of muscle mass. So anyways, super long way of telling you that the fatigue is bad, the loss of muscle mass is bad. Putting on the weight did not help any. I'm actually working on that. I've gone low carb the last couple of weeks. But man, that's the thing that's killing me right now is I just need that motivation to get going. So that's what I'm going to have to work on. But anyways, it's been 6 years. And so much comes rushing back to me. So much has happened in 6 years. It's crazy. All the treatments I've been through, all of the people I've met, all the trips I've taken to hang out with guys that I've met on the on the channel. That old radio days sliding through. It's been incredible. My mother-in-law fighting cancer, so I shaved my head in solidarity with her. And then that got me to thinking, and I pulled up pictures of the 6 guys that shaved their heads to show solidarity with me. And unfortunately, one of them is no longer with us. Yeah, boy, what a ride. And it ain't over. I'm just celebrating 6 years. I really, at the time, wasn't looking forward to living this long. I really was scared and thought, man, that's it. A couple years or whatever, and I'm out of here. But so far, it's been 6 years. I honestly, with every fiber of my being, believe that God saved me. So now I'm just trying to figure out why. I just, He has a plan. Let me know what it is. So in the meantime, doing everything I possibly can to just be the best Christian I can. But time for humongous thank yous. If I could say, I don't know, there's 600 and something followers on this channel. If I could say thank you to each and every one of you individually, I would. Just know that I appreciate every single person that watches these videos, that comments, just the little things that help out this channel. I mean, it never could have got to this size. I don't make any money off of this. I don't advertise it. This is just me, and Brian will love this, being cathartic, telling my story. And hopefully, would help somebody out, answer some questions. Gosh, I sure have met some amazing people through this. But I want to thank all of you guys. Just the simple little things like clicking the like button, or when you make a comment, that pops up the algorithm too. So you guys have helped me so much over the years, and this channel is going to keep going. I'll still give you updates and stuff and see what's going on. Not as often, just because there's not that much to tell you. But you can always hit me up. I am kind of not on social media anymore. I gave it up technically for Lent, before working up to Easter, and I kind of liked not having it. I have more free time now to not get things done. But I don't know. I'll pop on every once in a while and see how things are going. I did download Facebook Messenger, so now I can get a hold of people that way, which is awesome. So if you need to get a hold of me directly, give that a shot. But anyways, I love you guys. I love you so much. And I've always said, not going to get emotional. I've always said, if they walked up to me and said, dude, you get to do the last 6 years over again. You have a choice. You want to do it with cancer, or you want to do it without? Absolutely, positively, without a second thought, I would take the cancer. My life is so much better because I got cancer. So I love you guys. Be fantastic. Go out and hug somebody today, and I will talk to you on the next video.